from is the situation that they rescued me from, where they had got me stuck with this trafficking situation. They had the Dixie lady come get me and try to take me to this man's in Vegas, and they were going to traffic me, and I said no. And then the Dixie lady got in Slot's box and gave out my address and was trying to traffic me again and have people come and pick me up or get me. And when she gave out the address, I went in Slot's box and I said, look, I know y'all are setting me up. Please don't let me get trafficked. Don't do this to me. I said, she's doing something nasty, and I know you're involved. I know you talked to her yesterday. So she pretended like she was sending somebody to rescue me named Maggie. But unfortunately, she was part of the hate group. So she pretended like she was going to get me out and take me to the hotel, and she ended up luring me to Ohio, 8 hours away, and pretending like she was just going to take me out of there. And she pretended like she was taking me to her place, and then she just got on the live with Mama Tot, and they started saying all these lies about how I needed to be in a shelter and all, like doing all these mean things, when they acted like they rescued me out of there. And that's when I went to the hotel in Ohio to get away from her, because she was crazy and she was trying to use it for attention. But it turns out she was part of the group, the hate group with Indian and Slot, and she admitted it. She says, like, I'm outlaw crew, and then she goes every room and says she did that on purpose, and her name was Margaret Keene. And that night, her and Slot and everybody was in Keene's box, and that's when they lied about me being a scammer. Even though I was eating out of the garbage, I was never scamming or asking anybody for anything. And then when I tried to start working my way out of homelessness, do my diamond art, do my birthday grams, they just stole all my ideas. Anyway, it don't matter. I'm trusting God through all of this, and it just doesn't matter. And yes, if they try to do anything, I will countersue, and I will take action again. Yeah, she was trying to traffic me. She said that her and Slot had talked, and that she said that there was this man in Vegas. And the judge can pull like actual messages of this. I swear on my life. She said that he said it was a TV show, but she said, I know you got an acting degree, and we found this place you can go, and it's like you'll be on video camera, and there'll be other girls in the house, but they'll be bigger, and you'll be the prettiest, so you get to stay in his master bedroom. And I was like, what? No, I'm not doing that. And that's when she pretended to leave and go to the hospital, but she was at her ex-husband's, and she went in Slot's box and gave out my address, and they were trying to traffic me again. I mean, it's all on live. Like, you can see it happen. You can watch it. Like, you can watch me begging for help and then pretend to rescue me. You can watch that she beat the shit out of me, broke my glasses, she crushed my tablet. They were trying to take all my communication so they could keep me quiet. And so she crushed my tablet. When I got my phone back, they tried to say I pushed her, but she punched me in the face, and you can see it all over the camera. The cops have all the videos. It's all on the camera. So if we go, I'm just going to countersue for all the stuff they've done to me. But I've never even been served with court documents, so it would be legally impossible for there to be any kind of replication against me without ever being served with anything. So if Slot has done something or gotten a cop to do something illegally, then that wouldn't hold weight in court, not even for 5 seconds. So, that's disgusting. She tried twice to get me, and then she wanted me to go to this man's in Mexico. And I mean, there are messages of that from her phone. So, like, the judge can pull all that, and I can prove every bit of it. And I swear on my dog and my children, that did happen to me with that Dixie lady. And she was trying to get me to tell the doctors that her daughter wouldn't eat enough, so they would put a feeding tube in her, because she was so jealous of her daughters that she was like an abusive, evil woman. So if she goes toe-to-toe with me, I promise her kids will end up telling the truth. They're terrified of her. But if I was like vouching for them, I could probably help them end up in a safe place. So if God's using me for that, that's fine. I will fight her in court. and all their stories will fall apart. She was doing sick, disgusting shit to me, and there will be no way she can prove that she rescued me one week and then was like in Slots Live the next week without them all going down. So it might be what God's using to prove the gang stalking and to countersue all of them, and I will hold every person accountable that's been doing this. So I feel like that's just where God's leading me, so I'm going to stay strong. And if they do, serve any kind of papers or whatever, I'm going